Capitulum XXVII, Res Rusticae, Lectio Tertia, versus centesimus quintus decimus, usque ad versum centesimum octogesimum. Colonno dimisso, Iulius alium agricolam vocat, eumque de rebus rusticis rogitat, ac primum de vineis, quomodo vinee se habent hoc anno. After the tenant farmer was dismissed, Julius calls a different farmer and questions him about the farm work, and first of all, about the vineyards. How are the vineyards doing this year? Optime, inquit agricola, aspice hanc vitem, tot et tante uve maniam vini copiam promittunt, ac vinum bonum futurum esse existimo, nam sol duos iam menses prope quotidie lucet, usque amane ad vesperum. Very well, says the farmer, look at this vine. So many and such large grapes promise a great abundance of wine. And I think that the wine is going to be good, because the sun, for 2 months now, shines nearly every day, from morning to evening. Nihil enim vineis magis prodest, quam sol et calor, nec quidquam iis magis nocet, quam imber et frigus. For nothing benefits vines more than sun and heat, and nothing hurts them more than rain and cold. Calor solus non ipse per se efficit, ut vinum bonum sit, vides probe curare apportet. The heat of the sun does not by itself on its own make the wine good. It's necessary to take care of the vines correctly. Itaque vos moneo ut industriae in vineis laboretis, sed satis de vineis, frumentum quale erit. So I admonish you to work industriously in the vineyards, but enough about the vineyards. How will the grain be? Non ite bonum, inquit alter agricola, solum nimis sicum est, nec rigari possunt agri, quod procul absunt arrivo. Not so good will the grain be, says a second farmer. The soil is too dry, and the fields cannot be watered because they are far from the creek. Imber brevis, quem hodie habuimus, frumento profuit quidem, sed parum fuit. The short rain which we had today benefited the grain, to be sure, but it was too little. Item sicca est herba, pecus parum pabuli invenit. Likewise, the grass is dry. The cattle are finding too little of fodder. Sed scisne ovem heri pene raptam esse a lupo? But do you know that yesterday a sheep was nearly snatched away by a wolf? Quid? Lupus ne ovem egrege rapuit? What? A wolf snatched a sheep from the flock? Ovis ipsa egrege aberaverat, nec vero lupus ovi nocuit. pastoream in silva reperit, atque dentibus lupi servavit. The sheep itself had wandered away from the flock, but the wolf did not hurt the sheep, for the shepherd found it in the forest and saved it from the teeth of the wolf. O pastorem pigerimum, qui officium suum ita neglexit. Pastores officium est curare, ne oves aberrent, neve silvam petant. O laziest shepherd, who thus neglected his duty. A shepherd's job is to take care that sheep don't wander away and don't head for the forest. Ego vero curabo ne ille post hac officium neglegat. But I will see to it that he, from now on, does not neglect his duty. Noli nimis severus esse, non censeo illum pastorem precederis pigrum esse. Don't be too strict. I do not think that shepherd is lazier than the rest. Recte dices, nam pigriac negligentes sunt omnes, at ego faciam ut industrii sint. You speak well, for they are all lazy and neglectful, but I will make it the case that they are hard-working. Certe pastores minus laboran quam agricolae. Certainly shepherds work less than farmers do. Nobis nullum est otium, nec opus est nos monere, ut industriissimus, neve quiescamus. We have no leisure, and it is not necessary to warn us that we be hard-working and that we not recline, kick back. Nulli censere opus pastorum facilius esse, cura pecoris magnum est negotium, non otium, ut pastores nequam in muli herba dormientes putant. Do not suppose that the work of shepherds is easier. Taking care of cattle is a great business, not leisure, like wicked shepherds sleeping in the soft grass suppose. Ego vero curabo ne ille pastor negligensit neve dormiat, faciam ut tergumei doleat, arcesse eum. But I will see to it that shepherd is not negligent, and that he does not sleep. I will make his backside hurt. Summon him. Sed eo ipso tempore pastor gregem prese agens et campis revertitur. But at that very time, the shepherd, driving the flock in front of himself, returns out of the fields. Cum primum is prope venit, optime advenies inquit dominus iratus, baculum prese tenens, nam verberam meruisti. As soon as he has nearly come, you arrive just at the right time, says the angry master, holding his baculum in front of himself, for you have earned a beating. Pastor humi se proiciens dominum horat ne se verberet, oli me verberare ere, nihil feci. The shepherd, throwing himself on the ground, begs his master not to whip him. Do not whip me, master, I have done nothing. Ad propter hoc ipsum, inquit Iulius te verberabo, homo nequam quod nihil fecisti. But for this very reason, says Julius, will I whip you, you wicked man, because you have done nothing. Officium tuum est curare ne oves aberrant, neve al lupo rapiantur. It's your job to see to it that the sheep do not wander astray, and that they are not snatched by a wolf. Preces tibi non prosunt, prehendite agricolae et tenete. Your beggings are not helping you. Take a hold of him, farmers, and hold on. Iulius duobus agricolis imperat, ut pastorem prehendant et teneant. Julius orders the 2 farmers to take hold of the shepherd and to hold on. Tum vero, dum pastor teritus, verbera expectat, oves sine pastore relicte, devia in agros aberrant, ac frumentum immaturum carpere incipiunt. But then, while the terrified shepherd awaits his beating, the sheep, left behind without a shepherd, wander off from the road into the fields and begin to pluck, begin to eat the unripe grain. Agricolae hoc videntes clamant, prohibe oves tuas ab agris nostris, pastor. The farmers, seeing this, shout, keep your sheep from our fields, shepherd. Tum pastorem mittunt, atque celeriter oves in agris sparsas perseguntur. Then they let go the shepherd and quickly chase the sheep scattered. They chase the scattered sheep in the fields. Pastor solus condomino relictus, modo dixisti inquit, meum officium esse cavere ne oves aberrent. Oli me officio meo prohibere. The shepherd, left alone with his master, says, you just said that my job was to take care that the sheep do not wander off. Don't keep me from my job. Ego te non prohibebo officium facere, facut ovis ex agris agantur. Age, cure pastor. I will not keep you from doing your job. I will not prohibit that. Stop that. You do your job. See to it that the sheep are driven from the fields. Go on, run, shepherd. Vix haec dixerat Iulius, cum pastor quam celerime potest, ad oves suas curret. Julius had hardly said these words when the shepherd, as quickly as possible, runs to his sheep. Dominus ridens, eum currentem aspicet, tu marvillam revertitur. The master, laughing, looks at him as he runs, then returns to his villa. Et si Dominus severus existimatur, tamen inhumanus non est. Although he is supposed to be a strict master, although he is regarded as a strict master, nevertheless, he is not unkind.